Hey, I don't get this. It says, in return for the privilege of driving, I promise to do my homework every night and to take out the garbage without being reminded.
Keep my room neat and clean at all times, never argue or fight with my brothers and sisters.
And there's a place here for me and my parents to sign. What's going on?
Okay. You remember in the video where your parents signed for you to get your license? Okay, that means they take responsibility for any damage you do while driving. And that also means that they have the right to take that license away from you at any time just by notifying the DMV.
So keeping on our parents' good side is another one of those provisions?
That's the idea. Well, some late arrivals.
Sorry, we had a little problem on the way in.
Jack got a ticket.
Really? My student assistant got a ticket on his way to driver's ed class.
It's no big deal, just a speeding ticket. Did you still want to talk to me about the game?
Well, let's find out if you're even going to make it to the game. Can we talk about your ticket?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, since you're under the age of 18, you'll have to appear in court with one of your parents. And unless you decide to contest the ticket, you'll have to pay a fee, and it will go on your driving record. The DMV will send you a warning letter, and your insurance rates may shoot up.
Wow, all that for one little ticket? What would happen if someone had more than one ticket?
Are we talking about someone in particular?
Well, I got pulled over last week for not stopping all the way at a stop sign.
Jack, okay. In addition to paying another fine, your insurance rates are going to shoot way up, and the DMV is going to restrict your license to permit status for 30 days.
Permit status? You mean I would have to have one of my parents with me in order to drive?
Exactly, or another licensed driver over the age of 25.
What am I going to do about baseball practice? If I can't drive by myself, I can't stay late for practice.
Oh, well, I guess it's time for me to look for another starting pitcher.
Ooh, Jack's baseball days are numbered.
That's okay. You can use extra time to get a job to pay off those tickets.
Yeah, if he can find a job he can ride his bike to.
Hey, knock it off. Coach, what can I do?
Well, there is traffic school. It'll keep one ticket off your record, and it should keep you on the road, but you can only do that once every 18 months.
Great. Where do I sign up?
Well, you're under the age of 18, so the court will have to decide whether or not you can even attend. All right, so we got a test Friday. Are there any questions?
Today is an arraignment. I'm going to read the charges and ask if they are true. On March 3rd, you were cited for violation of Vehicle Code, Section 22450, failure to come to a complete stop at a stop sign. Are you admitting or denying this charge?
I admit it.
Can you tell me what happened?
Well, I was on my way home from school. I thought I stopped, but the officer said I didn't stop all the way.
You seem a little unsure of what happened. Do you know where the officer was when he saw you?
Not really. He was behind me when I went through the intersection, but I didn't notice him before.
You're not sure if you stopped, and you don't know where the officer was. It sounds like you were not really paying attention.
Yeah, I guess not.
On March 10th, you received a second citation for violating Section 22348 of the Vehicle Code, driving over the posted speed limit. You were also cited for not wearing a seatbelt. Are you admitting or denying these charges?
I admit it. I was running late for school. I was supposed to meet with my baseball coach before class.
And you were not wearing a seatbelt?
No. I was worrying about school. I forgot.
You seem to have a lack of attention in both these situations. This indicates to me you don't realize the potential danger in driving. You're lucky to only have been ticketed instead of getting in an accident. You could have more serious consequences. Under these circumstances, I'm inclined to disallow the traffic school option. The seatbelt citation is not a point count. The two other violations will go on your DMV records. Do you have anything to say?
I'm on the baseball team, and it really means a lot to me. I have baseball practice every day after school, and the only way I can get there is to drive. There's nobody who I can ride with.
You know, traffic safety is more important than your need to play baseball. However, you've indicated a need for a license for a legitimate purpose, so I'll allow the traffic school option on the first violation. It won't appear on your DMV record. I am going to impose a court restriction. You'll be limited to driving only to and from school or school activities for the next 30 days.
So I can still drive?
Yes, as long as it's to and from school or baseball practice. Now, the fine and penalty for the first violation is $103. If you elect traffic school, there is another $25 administrative fee. Do you wish to pay the fine and attend traffic school?
Yes, I do.
On your second citation, you're not eligible for traffic school. The fine and penalty for the second violation is $145.
When you drink or do drugs, your sense of judgment is the first thing to go. This means your ability to react to the speed or distance of the other cars around you is impaired. If you're a new driver, this effect happens a lot faster. That's why the zero tolerance law is stricter for younger drivers. If you're under 21 and a peace officer believes that you've been drinking, he'll have you take a preliminary test. If you refuse the test, or if you have any detectable level of blood alcohol content, DMV will suspend your driving privilege for 1 year. The suspension for .01 is an administrative action. If your blood alcohol content is higher, you will be subject to a criminal action. This means you may spend time in jail and pay a fine in addition to losing your license. If you're under 21 and have a DUI conviction on your record, lots of luck in trying to get insurance. And you'll need to show proof of insurance before DMV reinstates your license. The law is similar for drugs. Anything that puts you under the influence makes it illegal to drive. And this isn't limited to illegal drugs. Prescription or even over-the-counter drugs can affect your driving, especially when you combine medications or use them with alcohol. If you're under 21, any drug or alcohol conviction will cause your driving privilege to be suspended for 1 year, even if you're not driving when the offense occurs. There are several other offenses like this that are not driving related but result in a 1-year license suspension. These involve firearms, truancy, and vandalism.
Shoot, I'm late again. If I don't make it to the game on time, the coach is really gonna be mad. He might not even let me play. I could really make up for some lost time here. If it wasn't for all those tickets, it seems like everyone in the world can take away my license. The court, DMV, even my dad. I still can't believe what he did with my stereo.
At least you've got a license and a car, and now you can enjoy all the wonderful natural sounds around you as you drive.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm gonna enjoy the natural sounds of my coach yelling at me when I show up late to the baseball game.
Of course I'm going to give you a bad time if you're late. I'm supposed to. But there's a lot of games left this season. You lose your license and have to drop off the team. You wait and see what I do to you then.
Don't worry, Coach. I'm paying attention. There isn't a cop in sight. It's under control.
Now, where have I heard that before? Wasn't it right before that little train incident? You remember, the one that made me refuse to ever ride with you again?
Yeah, I know. I'll be more careful. I'm only gonna push it just a little bit. I won't get stopped for this.
Gosh, Jack, look at this. The picture on your license is fading away.
How'd you get that?
I can barely make it out. What do you think this means?
Okay. I get the picture. It's time to play it safe.
Get out there.
If you want more information about this program, pick up a California Driver Handbook at your local DMV. Or check out DMV's website on the internet. There's some really cool stuff there.